Are there doubts over West Ham bringing in Jesse Lingard to the club? Now, listen, this is another saga that's gone on over the last couple of weeks, since we found out that Jesse Lingard was going to be training with West Ham. And then we heard that he was training with West Ham. Suddenly, we got told that there was a small chance that he could earn himself a contract. And I think, do you know what? When you look at the whole situation, you think to yourself, why not? If it works for all parties, then why not? It makes total sense. And what I mean by works for all parties, if you take West Ham's kind of part in this whole ideology of Lingard coming back to West Ham, then West Ham have got a player who's fighting for a position in the squad, who has been out of the game for a little while. Played for Nottingham Forest last year, didn't work out, never got a lot of consistency in his game time, and was going to turn up to training day in and day out and try and prove his worth. And we were led to believe that, training, he was starting to get there ever so slightly. It's taken him a while. He's been out of the game for a little bit of a time. And then, over the past couple of days, since Jesse Lingard played in a behind the closed doors friendly with Ipswich Town, we're led to believe that maybe West Ham weren't massively impressed with what they saw, and they are potentially considering not signing Jesse Lingard on a short-term deal. Either way, this is going to come to a finish and end soon, because in the next couple of days, West Ham do need to submit our 25-man squad for the Premier League. And in order to do that, we need to submit the players that are going to feature for that occasion. And I believe that deadline is on Wednesday, so tomorrow at 2 p.m. So Jesse Lingard has been, reasonably active on social media, which is something that he's always previously done to high abundance, but he's been showing that he's in for the grind. He's going to do the hard work and put the work in to get the job done. Now, listen, it's gone back to the whole situation. Will he, won't he? Who knows? I think we as fans get caught up in the situation, but I don't think West Ham are getting caught up in the situation. I think it comes down to this. I think West Ham are interested if he's going to put the hard work in, and West Ham will not sign him if he's not ready. It will not make sense for West Ham to do it. So please, understand that I genuinely believe that is what will happen. It's going to be a case of, will West Ham be sufficiently happy with what they've saw in terms of Jesse Lingard? Now, I think it's tough when you do a behind the doors friendly and you expect Jesse Lingard or one player to make a dramatic impact instantly. We're led to believe, and nobody saw the game, but the people who did see the game have tried to report back to everyone and give us information. We're led to believe that he had an okay game, which I suppose, if you look at it from a trialist point of view, then okay, that's not ideal. However, he has a history, and a strong, good history of playing football, as well as not great, but people and scouts and management and coaches will know what the capabilities that are there in terms of the player. So will West Ham be bringing in Jesse Lingard to the club? Will he? Won't he? Will we win him over? Will he win the West Ham bosses over? And I suppose essentially it's a big decision. It's going to fall onto the hands of this man here, David Moyes. It's going to be David Moyes' final decision. We want the player, if he's coming in, to be registered in time for Manchester City. Well, we need to play him. No. But it'll be good just to submit that squad and know where we're at. That's what we need. We need to know where we're at in terms of going into this season. So we need to push aside. And if we're not in any rush, then so be it. Then that's it. But we are, because if he's going to have some form of game time in the Premier League, then we will need to get this deal over the line before, of course, the deadline to submit those players. Essentially, it comes down to this. If the player's good enough, we'll sign him. And if they don't think he is, they won't sign him. Nobody actually really knows what really the situation is until West Ham make that arrangement. Now, I'm led to believe, and I'm not on this social platform, but I'm led to believe that he posts some cryptic stuff again on Snapchat, and he's saying that, back to the grind, when he's as if he's heading back towards the West Ham training ground. And I think that essentially there is a player there. I don't doubt this for a second, that there is a decent Premier League footballer in the tank when it comes to Jesse Lingard. And I think that as if David Moyes and the coaching team think they can coach that back end out, then so be it. Get the deal done. It's going to be on reduced terms. It's going to be a short-term deal. It'll something that will suit him and maybe prove his worth again in the Premier League, Lingard 3.0. But if it doesn't work out, then so be it. And I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And I don't think you should as West Ham fans. But this will be an interesting saga for the lead up to the Manchester City game. Will Jesse Lingard sign the dotted line and become a West Ham player once again on a short-term deal? Like I said, just to reiterate from the start, if he's ready, bring it on. If he's not, then so be it. Let's not lose sleep over it. But essentially, there's rumours saying that the Lingard deal is major doubts over it. I don't know how much I believe of it. If I'm being really honest, I genuinely don't know how much I believe on it because you're just hearing from insider here, insider there. Essentially, the deal will be done if the player is there, holding the shirt or not. Anyway, short and sweet one for you today. Join Holly later on for another West Ham Daily and, of course, a Hammers Headlines. And I'll see you over the next couple of days. Come on, you Irons.